Okay, I'll be starting in about 2-3 minutes time. Unfortunately, there are not as many viewers now as I would have liked, but I guess that's kind of expected. I actually intended to do this over the weekend, but due to personal commitments, not able to do so, and that is a huge pity because I would actually like this to be more interactive. In any case, as usual, no one's watching though. If anyone wants a game against me, I am up for it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna start looking for available games. Yeah, I don't think this is a time where there's particularly high traffic, unfortunately. Might not even be able to get some games. If I can't get games, I'll just postpone the stream, but it's quite unfortunate. I really want to do this over the weekend to get more viewer interaction, but clearly it's not going to happen. I might actually consider doing this during EU or American nighttime, or Canadian. This is slightly painful. Yeah. Everyone's looking for co-op games. That doesn't help. Music by Kyle Landry. Go support him. Wonderful music. Okay, looks like I guess I'll have to do that. I'll probably play Adam first because I've actually done both Apex and Sunny before, but not Adam. This doesn't look like a very good build. I mean, this one mostly just hinges on the reliability of Clone Chip Parasite Data Sucker. The 3-card combo is pretty insane. Oh dear, that's not a good sign. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I would like to pack 3 clone chips, but I decided to make influence for Desperado. Could be a mistake. Desperado is very expensive influence wise for what I mean, but it's probably worth it. I mean, money is usually not an issue in the neutral factions except for Apex, because between daily cast, data folding, and in Sunny's case underworld contacts with KD Jones, your money is pretty much settled. Oh, and Gamble and Dirty Laundry as well. You have a very good mix of both burst and drip econ. So with Adam and Sunny, you shouldn't have to worry too much about money. The main reason for including Desperado is that I still feel if I'm going to go all in on the Data Sucker Parasite combo, I might as well have Desperado because I'll always be running, to make a bad pun. If I'm going to be running very often, and this is exactly what I'm going to do, I'm building around this card. The drawback of having to make a run on your first click each turn is pretty huge. But I decided to embrace it instead of trying to hammer it away as soon as possible with independent thinking. It could work, I'm not sure. I haven't seen any Adam decks with Desperado, and with good reason. You already have a console infection, not that one, this one, and it's a pretty good console. Once you get a couple of agenda points going, there's no reason to run any other console. But one thing most people don't actually realize is that Adam's rig is not necessarily static, especially when you have independent thinking infection. Alright, there we go. Alright. Yes, with independent thinking it means that you can actually run both Desperado and Brain Chip and play one, not having to worry that you cannot replace your console later on. I think that's a pretty huge advantage. So we'll see how it works out. Expect it to be rather inconsistent, since there's no way to tutor for the cards that you want. Okay, Adam is this one. Oh, what an opening hand. Very questionable. Do I have any? My only form of card draw is data dealer. Okay, I'll keep this. Yeah, I'll keep this, I guess. It's not the best keep, but there's a lot of econ, so I can't really say no to this. So my first turn is going to be run, gamble, cast, data folding. Now the problem with always be running as a directive is that I only have 5 run events. So if I do not get a run event in my opening hand, I'm basically going to waste 1 click on my first turn, and subsequent turns I'll be wasting clicks as well. This is why it is probably the worst of the 3 directives, because it might as well, if you're not careful, it might as well just read you only have 3 clicks to spend each turn instead of 4, and we all know how big a downside that is. I'm up against HB, and this is not a very good matchup. Yeah, especially if you get to first turn hedge fund. So I'm probably going to try run HQ and hope that it's not something too nasty. I guess in the first few turns of the game it's not that bad. Poking around and getting free accesses can't be a bad thing. This is an Adonis. I am forced to trash it. That completely screwed things over. Okay, yeah, that is very awful. Oh dear, oh dear, dear. Thanks to that directive, I needed to trash it. I can't play my Sugar Gamble anymore. That's the worst. And I'll be forced to discard down to 3. That's the worst. Man, I hate life already. Adam sucks. Man, this sucks. Well, on the bright side, he's not gonna get an Adonis, so can't be all that bad. That could be an agenda. Whatever, I'm just gonna go for it. If it's an Adon Turing, fair enough. Rejected. And then I'll gamble. So at the end of my turn, I draw into a multi-threader. This is probably the best directive. Safety first, allowing me to draw an extra card if I do not have maximum cards. So basically this is reliable card draw, as long as you expend the cards in your hand. So, where will I look to run next turn? I could actually threaten a run on the remote. He seems to be very focused on protecting the Adonis. I could threaten a run and pretend that I want to spend 3 clicks Do I want to do that, or do I want to hit HQ instead? He only has one card in HQ. I might want to see what that is. Or I could try to force the rest on the remote. I'll force the rest on the remote. We'll see whether he actually resists it. Oh, he really does. Okay, that worked out perfectly well for me. I will probably draw here. Independent thinking. Okay. I'll just get stuff installed for now. So this always be running isn't actually that bad, because I've actually been making good use of the runs to force him to res ice, and that is how Adam should be played, very aggressively. Alright, on the other hand, you do not want to face check random remotes, because you'll be forced to trash it, and that could be something that you don't want to do. At this point, I figured he has to have an agenda somewhere, so I'm going to run his hand. He only has one card in hand. Depending on what whether he resists the ice or not, we'll find out whether it's an agenda or not. And judging by the amount of time he's taking to think about this, it probably is an agenda. I think he has to res it here. If he resists it, I'm putting him on an agenda. Let's see. Jeez. Sure. My multi-threader can go, I guess. Yeah, it's a bit painful, but whatever. EG2, really? Okay, fine. I'm not gonna take the brain damage, thank you very much. Let's see what agenda is in his hand right now. It's not an agenda. Surprising. Okay. I could run R&D. I'm just afraid of an architect at this point. That would be pretty crippling, so I'll play it safe and take a lot of money. Brain chip's not very useful now. Now the good news here is, oh my gosh, that's an agenda. Oh, that hurts so bad. Oof, that's terrible. Yeah, I should have checked it. Well, on the bright side, his ABT completely fizzled, so obviously my first click will be run archives. No agendas. Wow, that is disappointing. But he's playing traps. Okay, good to know. I'll be drawing at this point. Oh, look, drug dealer. That's fantastic. I'll definitely install it. And question is, do I want brain chip? I don't really want brain chip at this point. I could install the overmind. No, I'm not gonna install the overmind. Okay, I'll install this and I'll gain a credit and wait for a day. Draw a clone chip. That's absolutely useless without a parasite. Now, the somewhat beautiful thing about this is that I can actually run through HQ for 3 credits, although it looks like I might want to contest his remote instead. Yeah, this remote is pretty nasty. He got me with that. That's the big weakness of Adam. He cannot afford to. He's very bad against horizontal corps. He's very, very bad until you find a Desperado. I should start using independent thinking. Do I want to run that? I don't think I do. I'm gonna run his hand. Because one of the biggest strengths of Adam is that you get a HQ interface guaranteed from turn 1 to the end of the game if you want. So I'm just going to abuse the fact that I have a HQ interface. I'm going to see 2 of his cards from his hand. Hopefully I find an agenda that will actually give me some reason to install the brain chip. Yeah, Trace 3 is pretty awful. Ichi1 would be much more palatable at this juncture. So I'm gonna see 2 cards. War Static and Ichi2. Well, good to know. That's painful. Oh. I guess that's what I'm gonna do. Question is, what do I trash at this point? I think it's the brain chip. Oh man, I don't know what to trash at this point. I guess a clone chip. The clone chip is really useless at this point, I have to admit. I mean, it can get me the multi-threader, but that's about it. Also, I'm going to Maker's Eye next turn. Since I've drawn into it, I might as well. And if that's an agenda, there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. Because Turing plus Eli is a pretty bad combo for Overmind. Oh man, that's pretty painful. Yeah, if that's a 3-pointer, I'm pretty much stuck. Okay, Maker's Eye. Let's see what he has for me. I'm gonna click through with Always Be Running. And see 3 cards. Turing, Ares, Rainbow. So that could be an Ares. That would actually be pretty interesting. I could install Brain Chip with my last click. I will not. That would give me an extra draw. Instead, I think the money is more important, so I'm going to hit KD. Yeah, it's just a game decision, whatever. Alright, so I have my second copy of Multi-Threader, good to have in conjunction with Overmind. So Ares is pretty important because now this means I can have 6 memory and 5 hand size with Brain Chip, and I think that's what I'm going to do next turn. The question is, what is he going to do in response? He seems fruitless, okay. Alright, so be it. And no, that cannot be an agenda. I sweep his R&D. Yeah, I sweep his R&D. Okay, I'm convinced that there are no agendas. This might be an agenda, but if it is, there's nothing I can do about it. So
login rejected.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run on archives and check out. Okay. Install Brain Chip. Multi-threader. And I think I need to hit KD again. Okay, now Always Be Running is starting to become a huge liability, so I think it's time to get rid of it. The thing is, I don't actually have a lot of things to sack it with using independent thinking, which is a pain. It's a huge pain. Oh, look at that. He still hasn't read this. I'm not sure what this is about. What's up with this? Okay. Actually, yeah, I installed them in the wrong order. I should install the Overmind before the Multi-Threader. In any case, I'm gonna run check out. I'm going to unload KD. Install one Overmind. I should have more mem than this. I have 6 mem. And last click would be a run here, I guess. Okay, this is actually pretty nice. It's gonna be a bit expensive, but I think it's worth it. I'm gonna break this and break that. Okay. Access one card, capital investors. I'm forced to trash it, which sucks because there's already another one sitting there. Ugh. Okay, that's bad. Yeah, that couldn't have gone worse, could it? Well... And you know what's about to get worse? I can't play Dirty Laundry as my first click. Sigh. Less sigh. Huge sigh. Yeah, and... yeah, my drug dealer is actually kind of a liability here. I'm forced to do this.
Login rejected.
I can't even afford to run through R&D with my Overmind, which is what I intended to do. Oh dear, this is so bad. Okay, tell you what, I don't need the drug dealer anymore. I'm gonna sell the drug dealer. Drug dealer always be running. Yeah. I'm gonna hit KD, and then I'm gonna sell drug dealer, always be running. I like the HQ multi-access. Actually, the HQ yeah, I like it, and that's fine. So I'm gonna trash those two. Boom. I don't need that. I might need the other copy of Overmind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I one more. I guess I can drop that. Yeah, you see how clunky it is. Independent thinking, drawing only 4 cards is not the best. The main reason for me using it there was to smash the directive, because I really I've lost way too many clicks to that stupid directive. It's ridiculous. But that being said, I'm still gonna make a run on my first click because I want to get up to 5 credits. Yeah, money is more important right now. And then I'll run this server. Pay 4. Pay 3. It is expensive. Multi-trader is supposed to make it cheaper. That's the idea anyway. And I'll try to access one card. So right now it's really one step at a time. I like the interaction between Brain Chip and Overmind. Yuck, firewall. That's disgusting. Alright, and my last click is gonna be tapping KD again. So you see, oh, Dr. Lovegood. I could have used him earlier. Anyway, yes, I like the interaction because the more memory you get, the better Overmind is in the late game. And that's something I really appreciate. Overmind is incredibly expensive to use, and that's why you don't really see it much. Even though it came out so long ago in Honor and Profit. It seems like a good AI breaker. It's slightly better than Crypsis, but not really. So multi-threader makes it much easier to use. Alright, back to the topic at hand. I need cards and money. Parasite. Okay, Parasite is pretty good. But first, let's renew the Overmind. Tap KD. And I guess I can't go wrong with... oh. Yep. Last click will be parasiting something down. I'm just deciding what to parasite down right now. They're both pretty annoying. I think Turing is the worst. I'll parasite on. Oh no, I can't do that. Curses. There we go. There's the data sucker. The data sucker came way too late. And right now he has 17 credits, he can afford to rest anything and everything, and that's a huge problem because it means data sucker is pretty useless. I would figure that he would try to score an agenda by now. If he had one. My guess is he's not seeing an agenda. That seems to be the case. I'm very much limited by the number of overmind tokens I have. That is a huge problem. And of course, with so many data suckers now... Oh wait, no. Data folding is still on. Data folding is pretty good in Adam because once you have brain chip up and an agenda, your data folding pretty much stays on the entire game. That's nice. And notice how the passive card draw is really helping me out. I barely have to do any draw. That being said, the drug dealer wasn't very helpful. But whatever. Alright, so he's really slow playing this. That's so annoying. Okay, I'm definitely gonna tap KD. My second click is going to be a run somewhere. The question is where. I'm thinking of doing it on R&D. That seems like the most logical place. Although he might have something in HQ. I would actually like to see what's in HQ, so I'm gonna do it on HQ. As long as it's not a Turing, I should be able to get through, because I'm just gonna click through EG2. Victor 2, okay. I'll break that normally, I guess. Which one do I want to break normally? Either way is pretty bad. The overmind will get exhausted in either case. Yeah, that's pretty awful. I hate this. Okay, I'm just gonna exhaust the overmind. Click, and I'll exhaust the overmind here. That will cost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Because I'm pretty worried that he'll actually bump the EG2 trace and leave me with attack and brain damage, which is pretty awful. And anyway, I can't do much with 2 overmind counters right now. I'll see 2 cards. I don't believe he has a... Yeah, there are no agendas in his hand. Curses. That is awful. Yeah, now I'm very much stuck. I think all 3 overminds are gone along with 1 clone chip. So I'm in a horrible no, only... Yes, all 3 overminds are gone. I'm screwed. I'm basically very screwed. There are only 2 ways I can get through ice. One is overmind, the other one is parasucker. And parasucker isn't gonna work. Because I'm very far behind right now. If data sucker appeared earlier, things would be better. The whole idea of this deck is to get Parasucker running and Overmind as the late game breaker, but that's not happening. Yeah, he's suffocating me now. There's very little I can do. This is terrible. And I'll play Parasite somewhere, I guess. Yeah, this overmind thing isn't working as well as I thought it would. This is definitely not good. And he's going to score an agenda right now. Probably the game winning one. Yep. And he knows that I have nothing on him. Because I can't get through Turing. Mostly because of that. Yeah, this is pretty painful. Oh, Maker's Eye. And that should do it. Yep. Yeah, not too happy about the way this turned out. Oh. Yeah, seeing the cards in the wrong order really kills me. I guess I mulliganed wrongly. I should be mulliganing for Data Sucker or Desperado. I shouldn't have kept. I mean, even though it was Gamble, Daily Cast, it looks pretty good. And it is. Like, it's better than an opening hand of Multi-Threader, Overmind, Brain Chip, Brain Cage, Clone Chip. You know, that is the worst. But still, this deck is very reliant on Desperado, Data Sucker. So you want to see at least one of them early on. That would have helped a lot. So I think that was the biggest weakness. Yeah, there's no one watching now, so I think I'll just cut the stream now and I'll continue this another time. Right. Yep, that's what I'll do.